Hello, everybody. Hello. Today's topic is Instagram, but being Instagram advertising. So if anyone has tried it or not tried it yet, then this is just a lead in, very quick getting started basically with Instagram advertising for you today. So there is two ways that you can advertise on Instagram. So one being on Instagram itself, pretty obvious. And then the other one is through Facebook Ads Manager. So as you know, Facebook Ads Manager also controls their whole suite of Facebook group companies. So when you do ads through there, you not only go on, you could potentially go to Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, their Messenger, and then their audience network. So you've actually got 5 different areas that you can put your ads into, or you could just choose to go into Facebook Ads Manager and just do your Instagram ads. So you can turn that on and off as you see fit. And just so that you know, there is obviously a slight difference. When you go to Instagram, the only thing you can do is promote your posts and stories that are on Instagram. So you don't have access to go through to Facebook or the other group or part of the company of Facebook, like I mentioned before. So it's just wholly and solely in Instagram. So if you only have Instagram, so obviously that's a good spot to do that with. But if you have quite a large network, or even if you'd like to grow that network in Instagram, then you can come straight here. And then with Facebook Ads Manager, as I said, you've got a lot more features and it's very detailed. So we're not going to talk about Facebook Ads Manager today because we have had other sessions that we've done with that topic, and you can, by all means, go back and watch those videos that we've already got for those. So today we're just going to focus in on Instagram itself and just that platform. So, but before you start, like anything, you need to have an objective or a bit of a plan of what it is that you're wanting to advertise and the information that you're going to need. So don't just do it because someone said, or Susan said, go and do some Instagram advertising, because you need to actually do something for you. So what's your objective? Is it just and there's 3 basically. When you're going through Instagram, you can go back to your profile, back to website, or back to your messaging. So there's really only 3 main things that you can do to push your ad. But what is it that you're trying to achieve? So if it's websites, yes, we want to push more traffic to our website, or you'd like to get more leads or something like that. So just knowing that in the first instance is a big help before you go any further with your ad. Then, of course, your audience. So who is the audience that you're going to be talking to? So you can do one of 2 things in here. You can either let Instagram push your ad to an audience that's already similar to what you've got. So it will go, right, well, you've already got a strong audience base in the 25 to 35-year-old market. They're female orientated, or they're located in these particular areas in Australia or wherever. So it'll just base your ad based on your audience already. Or you can say, no, I want to actually create my own audience, and I want to send it to maybe a new area that you haven't actually tapped into yet. So perhaps you're doing really well here in Queensland, but you're thinking, no, I want to go interstate a little bit more. So you can tell it to push those ads into interstate somewhere at a certain age level, male or female, for instance. So it's just giving you a little bit of options there. Then, of course, what's the content you're going to use? So you have, again, a couple of options that you can do here when you go into Instagram itself. So you can use a post that you've already got out there and just basically push that out as an ad a little bit more. You can do a story, or you can create a whole new one if you wish. So you don't actually have to use a current post. You can go and create a whole brand new ad, and then that will go out to the audience and so forth that you've picked. Then, of course, your budget, how much you're going to spend. It's pretty important. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It just depends on how much and how far you'd like that ad to go in Instagram. So obviously, the bigger the budget, the more people's going to see it. But in most cases, you can just get away with a $50 ad, for instance, if you haven't tried it before, or $30 or whatever the case may be. So this is totally up to you on how much you'd like to spend, but it's comes down to what the ad or the objective of the ad is, who's your audience, and how far you want it to go. Now, the time frame is really important. How long are you going to put that ad out there for? If you are looking at doing a short-term ad, so if it's just one to get a little bit of extra boost or a little bit extra awareness out there, they still do recommend that your ads should be at least 7 days long. So what happens is when the ad is put out there, the algorithms that sit behind the scenes with them, it will determine in the first day or two, and it learns. So it actually learns the information that you've put into it. So if you've created a new audience, what the budget is and so forth, what the objective is, it goes and learns. So it sits out there and it learns for the first couple of days. And then after that, it actually then puts that ad into the space where it feels like it fits best. So 7 days is a really good minimum time frame to put an ad out there so that you're actually maximizing it rather than just putting it out there for 2 or 3 days and it hasn't had its chance to actually learn better yet. So give it its chance. Instagram are the ones who actually recommend the 7 days, and if you can go longer, obviously, but it's totally up to you. And it just, again, it depends on the objective they're actually trying to achieve with that particular ad in that case. And you can see when you open it up, this is my one of the accounts that I manage, obviously, and this is a business profile. So you can only do ads on a business profile, first of all. So if you haven't got a business one, you will need to switch that over first before you move any further, okay? So you've got a couple of options to actually start your ad. So as I said to you before, you've got the option where you can go and choose a post that you've already done, and you can hit the little promote button you can see there just below the photo, and you can go promote, and it brings up the second screen. So, and it's a step-by-step guide. It's really quite straightforward, and you can't break it, so don't worry about it. So it's just follow the prompts and it will tell you what you need to do. So let's say, for instance, in this particular one, I want to go and get more website visits. So it's already telling you, is this the right website that we want to go to? And if it's not, you need to go back and edit that. Otherwise, if it's correct, you can go next up in that top right corner. Now, this is where you can create your own audience, use an existing audience that you've already got saved, or you can just do the automatic, as I was saying before. So it will target similar people who already follow you. So it's totally up to you what you'd like to do. So if, for instance, let's go and try create your own, and it's very straightforward. So what's the audience name? So which way are you going to go? So let's say, for instance, in this one, I'm going to go the Cairns area, for instance, as an example. And then, of course, you're going to need the locations. So we come into regional, and we're going to, oops, it'd be good if I could spell today. So Cairns, it'll bring them up. And you can potentially go to 130,000 people in this particular area. And then you can keep adding multiple areas in if you wish, if you want to go further stream, and you might go, well, while we're up that way, we're going to go to Port Douglas as well. And that adds up, so it's only given us an extra 10,000. So you could keep growing this if you wish to. It's totally up to you. Once you're happy with it, just go done. And then the next one is interests. So what interests would you like to actually push this forward to? So if there's something in particular, you can go into these suggested interests here, or you can do a search. So if we go travel, for instance, and we're going to have travel and leisure, and we're going to choose vacations as an example. You can also come up the top, and if you'd like to go a little bit further, and you might want to go, what's outdoors? And you might go, let's just go outdoors, and it gives you a whole list underneath that as well. So what is it about it? So let's go holiday, and you might go outdoor recreation, for instance. So you can start to see that your potential people are reaching now 110,000. And it's also telling you that it's great. So you've got a good broad set of people that you're actually trying to get to. So we just go done again. And then, of course, the last one is your age and gender. So if you have a audience that is more skewed male or female, or both, for instance, you can leave both ticked, or you can go, no, in this instance, I'm only going to hit female, but you can see our list at the top now has dropped to 58,000 because of the parameters that we've already put in. And then we're going to say, well, we want to go to 25 to 65. And now we've dropped to 49,000 as a potential reach on our paid post, paid promotion. If you're happy with that, go done. And we just go, right, we're happy with all that audience now. We're going to go done. And there is now our audience ready to go. So very straightforward. If anyone's used Facebook Ads Manager, you'll know that you can go a lot deeper, and you can go and it'll have a lot more information really dug deep into your audience. So if you're going via Instagram only, it's just a very simple step through this process. So when you go next, now we're going to talk about your budget. So it's already got, it's coming in saying a $6 daily budget and a 6-day duration, which sort of goes against what they're saying in their information of 7 days. But of course, you can change this. So let's just say, for instance, I'm going to do a $10 daily budget, and I'm going to push that over 10 days. So it's $100 for 10 days. And you can see that for an estimated reach between 4,300 to 11,000 in that particular promotion that I'm going to do. If you're happy with that, hit next, and we're almost there. Here we can review it. We can go, right, let's just double check our destination and audience and so forth. We can have a look at what it's going to potentially look like in our feed. It looks exactly like the post that we did before. It's going to show us what it looks like in our stories as well. Now you can see whatever the caption was, it puts it down the bottom, and it then says, well, there's more to this caption, and learn more. It will take me through to my website. So when someone comes across, they can swipe up and take it there. Now, just bearing in mind that that function is only available to accounts that have over 10,000 followers to do the swipe up function. So just bear that in mind. And then, of course, you've got the Explore. When someone's looking for something in their Explore and they're researching, then this is how it will come up in there. So you can see that the Learn More button is there, and it will take us through to the website as well. So very simple, very straightforward. And once you're happy, you go through to the payment process, enter your credit card details. It will ask you for your time zone and so forth. And you put that in, and once you're happy, you just hit create promotion, and away she goes. There will be a short period of time where they will check it, and that just like they do in the Facebook Ads Manager, same process. Generally, they say up to 24 hours, but generally it's almost, in some cases, I've seen it be immediate, and in some cases it might take an hour or so, but I've never seen it go up to the 24-hour marker. So you should be fine in that respect. So I'm not going to create that promotion, but that's, and if you're not happy or you want to change anything, you just hit back, or if you don't want to do it at all, just hit cancel. So that's one way that you can do it. And then you'll see in the middle of your screen, you've also got the, you've also got the promotions section there as well. So you can, again, this one is automatically picking up your top post. So you can create it from that top post if you wish, or you can choose a post and do it that way. So you've got the two options, and you can see if we choose a post, it's going to ask us about the post down the bottom, the story. So you can go post, story, or your library. So depending upon what you'd like to do, you can actually use an existing post or story, or you can actually create a whole new ad that is not in your feed. It's not in your timeline. So that's up to you which way you'd like to go. So either way. So they're basically the two ways that you can create an ad. So very simple, very straightforward, and it's a follow the prompts type scenario. If you're using, for instance, if you're using your Facebook Ads Manager, there's a little bit more involved, but it's fine to actually do it from there too, as I was saying before. So you've got lots of options that you can use. It just depends on how comfortable you are and where you would like to actually do it from. That's it, really. All right. So from here, what I'd love for you to do is create your first Instagram ad if you haven't already, and use the actual platform itself and have a go at that. If you haven't already connected your Instagram account to your Facebook account, it will ask you to do that in the first instance, but that's just a simple step-by-step process as well. Put your ad out there, monitor it, obviously, and respond or do, and keep an eye on it as things happen with your ad. Watch your performance and so forth with it, and then let us know how it went, because we'd love to know as well, because obviously that's what we're here for, and we'd love to be able to see your ads and even comment and help you out as well. So please do that too. All right. So that's the end of the actual Instagram advertising presentation. And if you still have questions outside of that, head to the forum or head to the Facebook group page as well and put your questions in there, and there'll definitely be someone in there to help you out with any other questions. So I'll leave it there because I don't want to take any more time from you today, but thank you for joining us today. Have a great weekend, everybody, and see you next time. So thank you. Bye.